Hi, everybody. It's your girl, Allie, and here we are at the end of another week in the Chris Sain 100K Challenge. That's right, we have ended week 13. Week 13 consisted of the trading days of March the 29th through April the 1st. Of course, yesterday was Friday, Good Friday, and the market was closed on yesterday in celebration of Good Friday and the Easter weekend. And by the way, happy Easter to everyone out there, you and your families, from me and everybody here at Allie's View, all the other family members here at Allie's View. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, share it if you'd like. And let's talk about what's going on last week, what's happened in my portfolio. You guys know I always like to show you, start out by showing you what day it is. It is Saturday, April the 3rd, and we are in the year 2021, in case you're watching this video 100 years from now. Guys, last week was an interesting week for me. Had an overall solid week. I'm happy with the way the week ultimately ended up turning out. I finished the week up 1.84% in my portfolio, so I picked up a few dollars. So it was a good week overall. Anytime you can pick up money, in my mind, it's a good week when you're not losing. And again, if you're losing, as long as you are making moves that are going to help you to win, then you're not really losing. But in my case, I felt great about the week overall. I did struggle with that Neo put that Chris gave us. The Neo put, I ended up ultimately taking a loss on that because I didn't get out soon enough when everybody else was getting out of that put early on in the morning on Wednesday. I just was not able to move on it like that, and so I ended up holding it into Thursday, and I ended up taking a loss on that. I did get into Citigroup, so I'm optimistic about what may happen with Citigroup. I'm hopeful that Citigroup will take off from where it currently sits. I did buy two other contracts from some of the stocks that we are going after in our portfolio, and you'll see that when you look in my portfolio. The thing about my situation is I just do not, and I will repeat, I do not want to become a pattern day trader. I mean, because it'll just mess up everything that I'm trying to accomplish right now. And with the Boeing call option that we got into the prior week, and then if I had done a day trade on that Neo put, that would have been two. So I'm really having to kind of monitor that because I don't want to get in a situation. I don't have a lot of money, as you guys know, in my account yet. And I understand completely why Chris is talking about trying to get everybody to the $25,000 because nobody wants to be blocked out of their account for 90 days. So anyway, I'm kind of having to walk on eggshells with that, or do more swing trading is what I'm probably going to end up doing more of. So I do want to get into Palantir, PLTR. I haven't been able to buy any shares of that because I can't afford to buy 100 shares right now. I do want to try a couple of option contracts, or at least one. I saw in the news where they signed that government contract, so I think that that's going to end up going to the moon. That stock is going to fly when it does take off. I mean, it's poised for greatness. So I really want to be a part of that. I feel like if I can get a contract and pick up some money when it starts to go up, then the money that I pick up from that, I can go and buy the shares and just ride it and keep it long term. So that's what I'm hoping for with that. If you're interested in getting a Robinhood account, if you don't already have a Robinhood account, there is a link in the description of this video, and you'll get a free stock, and I'll get a free stock. I also wanted to tell you guys about a course. You've heard me allude to it previously. It's called Trade and Travel, Invest with Terry. Terry Egioma is the instructor, and she is also the owner of Trade and Travel, and she is phenomenal. She is a former educator. She was an assistant principal at a school and had decided that she wanted more out of life, and she wanted to be able to live a life of more abundance and freedom and be able to travel the world. And so she decided to get involved in investing and start trading. And her story is just absolutely phenomenal. She teaches technical analysis trading. She's teaching people how to read candles and understand the patterns of candles. So if that's something that you might be interested in, like I'm interested in learning about that, I did put a link in the description. I think you will enjoy Terry's course. She is outstanding. And she's got over 5,000 other people that are in there. And like I said, I'm learning. She's trying to get people to the point where they can trade and earn $1,000 a day. And there's a lot of people who are doing that. I haven't gotten to that point consistently yet. I do have a different portfolio that I'm doing that in. So I'm learning as I go along. But there is a link in the description if you're interested in learning more about that. Again, that's Trade and Travel, and Terry Ichioma is the owner and instructor, and she's outstanding. I think she's doing an awesome job, and shout out to you also, Terry, and everybody else that's participating in Trade and Travel. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, like this video. Anything I can do to share great words, I always try to. Happy Easter to each one of you and your families. And without any further ado, let's get into my portfolio. Hey everybody, here we are inside of my portfolio. We are at the end of trading week number 13, which was March the 29th through April the 1st. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button, and you can share it also if you'd like. You can see where I finished the week. I was up 1.75. It's already dropped a little bit from when I recorded the first segment of the video. Picked up a couple of dollars there. The market, as you all know, is constantly moving. You see, I got into that city call. And right now, as of Thursday, it was up about 2.8%. I did end up getting 3 contracts in that. So I'm hoping that great things will happen with the Citigroup call. You can see I got that GNOG. It's just gone south. It's been terrible. I got that. That's something I did on my own. I bought this about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and it's just dropped. So maybe a miracle will happen and it'll pick up. Otherwise, I'm going to take an L on that, which I hate. I did get into Future FinTech because I saw where it dropped significantly on Wednesday and Thursday. So Thursday, I decided to get into this. I brought a couple of contracts. So I'm hoping it'll get back up over $6. And if it does, as Chris says, when it starts moving north, hopefully we'll see some great things come of it. Goldman Sachs, you guys always hear me talk about Goldman Sachs. It's just done, well, ever since that whole mess with the banks, it's gone south on me. Genius, I picked up a few contracts in Genius that you can see right here. I'm down right now, but I'm hopeful that it'll get back over $2 before April the 23rd. And if it does, maybe I can pick up some change there that can help me build out my position. I really want to buy PLTR. That's what I really want to go after right now. You can see my others. There's my little baby, Walgreens. You can see Walgreens is still hanging in there and hanging on. This has an expiration of January 21st, 2022. So I'm 4 out, and I'm kind of 4 out of the money on this one also. But nonetheless, I've picked up $50 so far as I continue to ride the Walgreens wave. You can see put a little bit more money towards Tesla. My goal is to get a Tesla share. I'm going to get a Tesla share. That I'm on a mission to do. Maine, you can see I've still got some of those dividend stocks that Chris recommended. Mara and Riot are still sailing along. I did get to build out my position in BNGO. I do have finally got 100 shares of BNGO at $7.19. So I'm excited about that. That to me is a major accomplishment. IDX, I am still in IDX. I had bought this a while back, and you can see I'm actually, I bought an average cost of $3.41. You can see the stock is at $3.13. So I may try to average down a little bit on that. But anyway, I've got my 100 shares in IDX. Genius, I'm now up to 200 shares of this. I'm trying to let this be the replacement for Zomedica. You can see I'm down though on this because of how far Zomedica, or excuse me, GNUS has dropped. So we'll see what happens with that. Fuel Cell, some of my other shares, you can see where I'm at on them. And of course, as we make our way down here towards the cryptocurrencies, these little onesies and just a fractional shares that you see are reminders for me of stocks that I really want to try to get into at some point. But right now, my goal is to try to build out the position in the shares that Chris has been telling us about. So that's my portfolio. I picked up a couple of dollars. I'm really hoping for big things out of the Citigroup, the Future FinTech, and the Genius contracts. If I can see some good things come of them this week, then my goal is to start to work towards building out my position in some of these others. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. You are watching Allie's View. Happy Easter, everybody, and have a wonderful trading week next week.